video, you will see more pop culture references than an episode of Dawson's Creek, I promise you, minus a hair of the sex. It's got a cameo from Dr. Dre, a great Marilyn Manson impression. You guys like this video, you've seen it, and you voted it at number 10. Debuting, here's Eminem with My Name Is on Total Request Live.
Hi, my name is what? My name is my name is Slim Shady. Hi, my name is my name is what? My name is Slim Shady.
The majority of the world was introduced to Eminem's alter ego, Slim Shady, thanks to My Name Is. The song, along with its slapstick music video, was arguably the defining single of M's 1999 album, the Slim Shady LP. However, the reactionary persona was one the Detroit rapper first started to workshop 2 years prior on his Slim Shady EP. The 8-song project, released 20 years ago, became the precursor to Eminem's major label debut and the birthplace of Slim. The new alter ego was M's way of finding his artistic voice, challenging his outsider status in hip-hop, and reconciling the years he struggled to make a sustainable rap career materialize. His debut studio album, 1996's Infinite, was a commercial failure. It's estimated the project sold around 1,000 copies. Critics were equally unforgiving. In a 1999 interview with MTV News, Eminem revealed the critiques he received around this time.
I sounded like Nas, I sounded like AZ, I sounded like somebody trying to be from New York. And I was white and I shouldn't rap and blah, 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 blah.
What was your response to this criticism?
Eat shit.
Valid.
Eat shit, that's all I can say.
What Dr. Dre and Jimmy Iovine saw on the Slim Shady EP, and what ultimately got him signed, was the beginning of Eminem discovering his artistic strengths by examining his fractured psyche. On subsequent albums like the Marshall Mathers LP and The Eminem Show, this theme sharpened. So who did Eminem want us to differentiate between? Marshall Mathers is the first persona, a force that acts like an internal conscience. He is the man trying to provide for his family against all odds. Eminem is the rapper balancing between the stark reality of his impoverished Detroit and the corrupting allure of fame. And finally, there is Slim Shady, the id, or as Freud called it, a chaos, a cauldron full of seething excitations. On Low Down Dirty, Eminem introduces listeners to this battle.
My state personality is having an identity crisis. I'm Dr. Hyde and Mr. Jekyll, disrespectful. Hearing voices in my head while these whispers echo. Murder, murder, red rum.
Slim Shady was also a way for Eminem to win respect that had eluded him after the release of Infinite. During Eminem's first MTV interview, he described the importance of building a foundation for his artistry and avoiding the same pitfalls of rappers before him.
I didn't just want to be thrown out there, you know what I mean? Like a milk bone or like somebody that Vanilla Ice and just like try to start at the top or whatever, you know what I mean? I want that foundation, I want the respect. I'm in it for like, I ain't in this for the money, you know what I mean? I don't give a fuck about money. I'm in this for like, I'm in it for the respect. I'm in it for like, just for somebody to come up and say, Eminem, you're dope.
However, the character Slim Shady, for many, wasn't taken as a joke. Billboard editor-in-chief Timothy White said Eminem was, quote, making money by exploiting the world's misery. While Lynn Cheney, the wife to former Vice President Dick Cheney, testified in front of a Senate committee that Eminem was, quote, a violent misogynist.
So when you see me on your block with 2 blocks screaming off the world like Tupac, I just don't give up.
20 years later, it is hard to separate the art of Slim Shady from the damaging nature of his lyrics. For Eminem, his evil persona was a coping mechanism, one he arguably doesn't need anymore. Eminem has said as much in songs like Walk on Water, featuring Beyonce.
It's true, I'm a Rubik's, a beautiful mess, at times juvenile, yes. I goof and I jest, a flawed human, I guess, but I'm doing my best to not ruin your expectations and meet 'em, but first, the speed 'em verse.
As Eminem approaches his 9th studio album, he is a man examining his legacy and what it means to age gracefully in hip-hop. Over the last 8 years, we've seen Eminem relapse into his Slim Shady persona, rediscover who Marshall Mathers is on Recovery, and hopefully, Revival does what its name suggests and puts Eminem front and center once more.